All right, strap yourselves in because this time we're going deep into online manipulation and disinformation. And you guys have given us quite the challenge for this one. We've got declassified intelligence documents. We've got forum discussions on how to spot a spy. I mean,
It's amazing how these tactics have gone from intelligence agencies to just everyday interactions online.
right.
Yeah.
Like we've got playbooks from like actual agencies like GCHQ, the UK's version of the NSA. And on the other side, we have
Mm.
these honestly kind of creepy threads from forums. So get ready to like learn how this stuff works, like who might be using it, and like most importantly, how to spot it like in your own online life.
Yeah. You got to be more aware of how information can be manipulated and just be more careful about what you read online.
Okay. Let's jump right into those GCHQ documents. They were leaked a while back. They ended up on Cryptome, which is this public archive for like all sorts of sensitive information. And buried in there is a program called Squeaky Dolphin. I don't know about you.
It's just the name. It's intriguing,
Hmm.
but it's also kind of unsettling, right? What are they really up to? It's described as a psychological operation program, meaning it's designed to change people's thoughts and behaviors without them even realizing it.
It's kind of freaky to think about like how much of what we see online is like actually real and how much is just like some orchestrated thing to try and
Shape our opinions.
yeah, mess with
That's the question.
Yeah.
The $1,000,000 question, right? How do we even know? And it's something we should all be thinking about, especially with the internet being as crazy as it is.
Okay. So we know these tactics they're being used like by these agencies, but how does it actually play out in real life? Let's look at those forum discussions. Specifically, a document that is called the Gentleperson's Guide to Forum Spies. Now it's from Pastabin from 2012, and it claims to help you spot spies online.
The thing is, a lot of the stuff in this guide is actually manipulated itself.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder, was this really made to help people? Or was it just another form of disinformation,
Oh, that's a good point.
a double agent situation, right?
Yeah, it's like who are you? What are you doing? This guide lists out like a bunch of tactics, but there's one section that I thought was really interesting. It's COINTELPRO Techniques for Dilution, Misdirection, and Control of an Internet Forum. Now,
Now, COINTELPRO, for those who might not know, was the FBI's counterintelligence program way back in the 20th century. And it was known for its, how do I put this nicely, questionable tactics. A lot of groups felt that they were being targeted by COINTELPRO. And this forum guide is saying, hey, use these tactics to manipulate online conversations today.
so it's like these old spy tactics are finding new life in the digital age.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fascinating. Let's break down some of those techniques. One that stood out to me was forum sliding. Can you explain how that one works?
Sure. Imagine you're having this really serious discussion in a forum, let's say about climate change. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of posts about something completely random, like cat videos or something.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's the worst. You just get completely derailed.
Exactly. That's forum sliding. It's a way to bury important discussions under a bunch of irrelevant stuff, silencing voices and stopping meaningful dialogue from happening.
It's like a
Digital smoke screen.
yeah, it's like they're throwing a smoke bomb and everyone gets confused, right?
Totally.
So what can you do if you think you're being targeted by this? Like forum sliding, what do you do?
Best thing you can do is be aware of it. If you see this random influx of posts that don't make sense, don't engage. Try and stay on the original topic and encourage other people to do the same. Or you can just report it to the mods.
Okay, good advice. Now this next one is even sneakier. It's called consensus cracking.
Yeah. So consensus cracking is about subtly changing the overall opinion of a group by introducing little bits of disinformation. So it might start with a seemingly innocent post,
Mm-hmm.
but the premise is just weak and there's no real evidence.
So it's like they're trying to plant a seed of doubt.
Exactly. And then slowly you see more posts supporting this viewpoint until it seems like everyone's agreeing.
Man, that is messed up. But how do you even know if you're being tricked by that? It's so subtle.
Yeah. That's what makes it so dangerous.
Yeah.
Be skeptical, especially when you see information without evidence or sources. Always look for facts, verifiable facts, and look for different opinions. Don't just get your information from one forum.
It's good life advice in general, not just for the internet.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about a tactic that I'm sure anyone who's spent any time online has seen. anger trolling. Oh, this one gets me every time.
Anger trolling is just about provoking people, right?
Sure.
Getting those strong emotional reactions, usually anger or outrage. They thrive on conflict. They thrive on disrupting things. So they post inflammatory content just to push people's buttons and derail conversations.
And it works so well, especially on social media where things can get really heated really fast. People lose their cool, and then boom, it's like a full-blown war.
It's like the classic divide and conquer strategy.
Right.
Get everyone fighting with each other, and then nothing gets done.
Yeah. And then the trolls are just sitting back, yes, laughing. So what is the best way to deal with these people? I know I'm guilty of sometimes I just get sucked in.
Just ignore them. Don't give them the satisfaction, right?
Right.
Don't feed the trolls, as they say.
Right, right.
If you engage, you're playing right into their hands. Report them if they're breaking rules.
Yeah.
But don't waste your time trying to argue with them.
Yeah, you can't reason with us.
No.
You can't. Okay, so we've seen how forum sliding, consensus cracking, and anger trolling can be used to wreck online conversations. But the ultimate goal, according to this guide, is gaining full control
Oh, yeah.
of the forum.
That's where it gets scary.
Yeah.
Imagine someone infiltrating a forum, gaining influence and becoming a mod. They can then censor opinions, manipulate discussions. The whole platform just becomes a tool for whatever agenda they're pushing.
It's really disturbing to think about. It's like they're hijacking what's supposed to be a place for open discussion.
And that's why critical thinking and media literacy are so important.
Yeah.
You need to be able to tell fact from fiction, especially online.
For sure. So we've covered those COINTELPRO techniques from this Gentleperson's guide, but there's a lot more. It also has a list called the 25 Rules of Disinformation. I mean, this is like a masterclass in how to manipulate people.
And what's crazy is how many of these rules we see playing out every day,
Hmm.
especially online, even in the media. It's like a playbook for shaping public opinion.
Well, let's go through a few that I think will resonate with the listener. The first one is creating rumor mongers. I mean, we see that all the time, right?
Constantly.
All the time.
This is about spreading rumors and claims that have no basis in reality to create confusion and doubt.
It's like wildfire, especially online. It's so hard to stop once a rumor gets going, even if it's totally made up.
Exactly. And
Wow.
they usually play on people's fears and biases, so people are more likely to believe them without questioning it.
Right. So rule number one for being online, be wary of rumors. Just don't believe everything you see. Verify it from multiple sources and be careful with things that seem a little too good to be true or make you feel really emotional.
Good advice. Another one that's relevant is the use of straw man arguments.
Right.
You see this all the time in online debates. Basically, someone twists their opponent's argument so that it's easier to attack.
It's like they're building a scarecrow to knock it down. It's just a distraction.
Exactly. They don't actually want to debate. They just want to look good, even if it means lying.
So how do you even spot one of these straw man arguments? What are the signs?
Pay attention to how they're describing the other person's position. Are they being accurate? Or are they taking things out of context? If you think they're misrepresenting you, call them out and try to steer the conversation back on track.
Don't let them get away with those distractions. Okay, another one that is way too common, sidetracking with name-calling. It's the oldest trick in the book.
It's just bullying. It's not about addressing the issue. It's about shutting the other person down. Attack them personally, and hopefully they'll be too embarrassed or scared to respond.
It creates such a toxic environment
Yeah,
where people are afraid to speak up because they don't want to be attacked.
right. So what do? Ignore them. Don't engage. If they keep it up, point out how unproductive they're being. Say that you're there for a real conversation, not a shouting match.
Right. Don't stoop to their level. Now, this one is a doozy. Demanding impossible proofs.
This is about shifting the burden of proof onto the other person.
Right.
No matter how much evidence you give them, they'll demand more.
Right. It's like a game you can never win.
Yeah. They just want to avoid taking responsibility.
So what do? Give up.
Don't give up. Focus on the quality of your evidence, not the quantity. Don't try to meet every demand. Just present your best evidence and explain why it matters. If they still dismiss it, point out their faulty logic. Explain that this is just a way to avoid the real conversation.
Okay. It's about exposing their tactics.
Right. And focusing on the substance of the debate.
Now, the last rule I want to talk about is the art of creating bigger distractions. We see this all the time in politics and the media. It's like a magic trick.
It's all about controlling the narrative. If you can create a distraction, you can pull people's attention away from something you don't want them to see.
It's classic, look over there. And it works. It shapes how people think.
Absolutely. So how do we avoid getting distracted? Be careful about your sources. Do
Right.
they have a reputation for honesty and good reporting? Be wary of information that is meant to make you afraid or angry.
Right. We're more likely to pay attention to something that upsets us. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this trying to manipulate me?
Good question to ask. If we can learn to recognize these tactics, we'll be less likely to be manipulated.
All right, so we've covered some of the key rules of disinformation from this guide, but there's one last section I want to look at before we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay, what is it?
It's called 8 Traits of the Disinformationalist. It's basically like a checklist to spot manipulators.
Like a field guide for spotting these bad actors online.
Exactly. And since it can be hard to tell what's true online, this can be really helpful. So let's go over a few that are easy to spot and that our listener can use in their own lives.
One of the big ones is avoiding direct discussion. People who are spreading disinformation don't like to debate or provide evidence.
Yeah. They like to make vague statements and throw insults instead of addressing the issue.
It's all about avoiding accountability.
Right. So if you're talking to someone who won't answer your questions or keeps changing the subject, that's a bad sign.
Absolutely. Another thing to watch out for is selectivity in targeting opponents. They often focus their attacks on people or groups that they see as a threat.
Right. They might try to discredit them or make up rumors about them.
It's a way to control the narrative and shut down anyone who disagrees with them.
Okay, so if someone's constantly attacking specific people without having a real discussion, that's a sign that they're trying to manipulate things.
It is. And then there's the use of inconsistent information.
So they might contradict themselves or change their story.
Right. Their claims might be demonstrably false, or they might say something that goes against what they said before.
They're hoping you won't notice.
They are. It means that they don't care about the truth. They just want to push their agenda.
So if someone's story keeps changing or things just don't add up, watch out.
Big red flag. Always double check their claims.
Well, we've covered a lot in this first part. We've learned about psyops, those sneaky forum tactics, and all the ways that disinformation can trick us.
It's a lot to take in, but the more we know, the better.
Right. In the next part, we'll look closer at how to spot spies, those saboteurs and provocateurs, and what you can do to protect yourself.
It's wild, right? Like they're trying to warp your reality.
Yeah, it's like a funhouse mirror,
Exactly.
where up is down and left is right, and you don't know what to believe.
Exactly.
Okay. So speaking of distorted reflections, the next part of this Gentleperson's Guide is all about how to spot a spy. Now, we got to be careful here,
Right.
because this is just, it's one perspective.
One anonymous person on a forum.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And we're not saying that everyone who does these things is automatically a spy.
Right.
It's more about, like, understanding the manipulation tactics.
The patterns.
Yeah. The patterns that can happen anywhere online, right?
Absolutely.
So instead of, like, focusing on who's a spy, let's look at the psychological stuff.
The manipulation tactics.
Yeah. And some of these, I bet we've all seen online.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And if we can recognize them, that's already a good step.
Absolutely.
One that jumps out at me is playing on guilt. The guide gives this example of an agent saying to an activist, "You're dividing the movement."
Oof. Yeah.
That's heavy.
That's going to hit hard, especially for someone who really believes in the cause.
Right. It makes them second guess themselves.
Exactly. Makes them afraid to speak up because they don't want to rock the boat.
It's like almost like emotional blackmail.
It is.
Now, this guide also talks about, like, inflating someone's ego.
Oh, yeah, that's a class.
So they might say, "Oh, you're a leader," or "You're so smart," that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It plays on that need for validation.
Oh, yeah. We all want to feel important.
Exactly. And if someone's making you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to trust them. Right.
Right. And do what they want.
Exactly.
Then there's this thing called, and I'm going to butcher this, malignant pseudo-identification.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Can you break that down?
Basically, it's when someone mirrors your values and beliefs to gain your trust.
So they pretend to agree with you on everything.
Exactly. They want you to think they're your soulmate.
But it's all fake.
All an act.
So they can manipulate you.
Sadly, yes. And it works because we all want to connect with people who get us.
Right. So be careful of people who are a little too agreeable, especially online.
Definitely. Take your time getting to know someone before you trust them.
Oh, okay. Good advice. Now, this Gentleperson's Guide also mentions 2 other roles, saboteurs and provocateurs.
Oh, yeah, those were interesting.
And it gives a list of tactics for each. So saboteurs, they might try to, like, mess things up from the inside.
Right. Create chaos.
Yeah, like with overly complicated plans or by targeting the wrong people.
Classic disruption tactics.
Right. While provocateurs, they might try to get people to do illegal things.
Right.
Or like incite violence, push them to compromise their values.
Yeah, they want to escalate things, make the situation worse.
Right. Now, again, we're not saying that everyone who does this is a spy or something.
Right. There could be other explanations.
Maybe they're just misguided.
Or they have a personal grudge.
Yeah, but whatever the reason, it's good to be aware of these tactics so you can protect yourself.
Absolutely. Be discerning, ask questions.
Right. Like, what are their motivations? Are they being honest?
Are they really trying to help or just cause trouble?
Okay, so we've gone through this guide, and honestly, it's kind of creaky.
Yeah.
It makes you realize how easily people can be manipulated online.
It is unsettling.
But knowledge is power. Right.
Exactly. Now that you know about these tactics, you're less likely to fall for them.
Okay. So let's zoom out for a sec. We started with those GCHQ documents, top secret government stuff.
PSYOPs.
Yeah. And now we're looking at this forum guide.
Grassroots manipulation.
Yeah. So what's the big takeaway for our listener? What does it all mean?
We can't just passively consume information anymore.
Right. We can't just take things at face value.
Exactly. We need to be active. We need to think critically.
Question everything.
Exactly. Don't believe everything you read. Check your sources. And be wary of anything that makes you feel super emotional.
Right. And don't get stuck in an echo chamber.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Where you only see information that agrees with you.
Because that's what manipulators want.
Right. They want to divide us.
Exploit our biases.
So how do we break out of those echo chambers? How do we make sure we're getting accurate information?
It takes effort.
Yeah.
Seek out diverse perspectives, even if you disagree with them.
Right. Read different news sources. Follow people on social media who have different opinions.
It's about challenging your own beliefs.
And admitting that you might be wrong sometimes.
Exactly. And be aware of your own biases.
Oh, yeah, we all have them.
We do?
So how do we even know what our biases are?
Pay attention to how you react to things. If you get angry or defensive, ask yourself why. Is it because the information challenges your worldview?
Right. Or are you feeling personally attacked?
Exactly. Separate your emotions from the facts.
It's like online mental hygiene.
Love that. We need to clean our mental filters just like we wash our hands.
So, knowing all this, how should we approach information online? What should people look out for?
I think one of the biggest signs is when information is presented in a way that's designed to trigger a strong emotion.
Like those clickbait headlines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fear, outrage, anger. If you're feeling that, take a step back.
Right. Ask yourself, is this trying to play me?
Exactly.
And of course, always check the source.
Over.
Who's sharing this? Are they reliable?
And don't just take the first source you find. Do some digging. See if other reputable sources are saying the same thing.
It's about being a smart, critical consumer of information.
Exactly. We can't just blindly believe everything we see.
Be skeptical, but not cynical. Right?
Exactly. Open-minded, but not gullible.
It's a tough balance.
It is.
Well, this has been a deep dive, and I'm not going to lie, it's a little scary.
Yeah, some of this stuff is pretty dark.
We've seen how these tactics can be used to control us, spread lies, and manipulate us.
But we've also learned how to fight back.
Right. By being skeptical,
Checking our sources,
recognizing emotional manipulation.
and thinking critically.
So, knowing all this, how would you approach information online differently now?
What signs of manipulation are you going to look out for?
That's something for you to think about as we wrap up this deep dive. I feel like we just got like a crash course in online self-defense.
Yeah, it's like learning to spot those red flags before you get caught.
Exactly. And hopefully we can use this knowledge to stay safe.
Stay informed, right?
Right. Informed, safe, all of that.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, so we've covered a lot in this deep dive. We started with those GCHQ documents, top-level stuff.
Here are PSYOPs.
Right, and then we went to that forum guide, like street-level manipulation tactics.
Two sides of the same coin, really.
Yeah, and it's crazy how some of those old-school tactics, like COINTELPRO,
Yeah, from like the Cold War era,
are still being used online today.
just adapted for the digital age.
It's fascinating and a little scary.
Definitely.
So, knowing all this, how do we protect ourselves? What are the key takeaways for our listeners out there?
Awareness is key, I think. Once you know the tactics, you start to see them everywhere.
Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right, like those optical illusions.
Yeah, exactly.
So pay attention to the information you're consuming, who you're getting it from, and how you're feeling.
Right, if something feels off, if your gut is telling you something's wrong.
Don't ignore it. Do some digging, check multiple sources, see if the information holds up.
And remember, even people you trust, people you respect,
Yeah, even experts.
can be manipulated, so it's okay to question things.
Absolutely. Healthy skepticism is crucial.
It's not about being paranoid, it's about being informed.
Exactly, being a critical thinker.
Well, we've given everyone a lot to think about. What's that one last thought, that nugget of wisdom you want to leave them with?
I think it's this. Don't be afraid to walk away. If a conversation is getting too heated, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like you're being manipulated,
Right. Sometimes the best response is no response.
protect yourself, protect your mental space. The internet can be a toxic place.
It's good advice. Sometimes you just gotta log off.
Exactly. Take care of yourself.
Well, this has been an eye-opening journey. Thanks for walking us through this world of online manipulation.
My pleasure. Always happy to share what I've learned.
And remember, everyone, knowledge is power. The more you understand these tactics, the less power they have over you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So that wraps up our deep dive into online manipulation and disinformation. We've gone from government secrets to forum whispers, and I hope you've learned a few tricks to stay safe out there. Remember, stay curious, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay informed. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.